and good evening. Welcome to my broadcast. My name is Barry Selby, and this is my daily Facebook Live, messages from the masculine to inspire the feminine heart. And in order of sequence, I'll give my bio quick. I am a best-selling author, speaker, and relationship attraction expert, helping strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business. I'm also a passionate champion for the divine feminine. And this is Messages from the Masculine, number 227. They keep coming. And this one, in a way, leads on from yesterday's talk, which I was talking about mindset, actually, where you come from when you're looking for a relationship, particularly for women. This topic is inspired by a conversation I had earlier today. I had a very nice day, wonderful day at Agape, and then for lunch, long lunch after that. And a conversation I had with a friend of mine I haven't seen for a long time. We started talking about relationships, and she was mentioning how she felt she moved on from the past one. And I think I said it. I don't think she said it, but I think I said it. So it feels like you graduated. And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, that's a good topic. So that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. So the question I'm asking you is, have you graduated from your last relationship? I'll give you some reasons. I'll give you some keys. I'll give you some markers in a way of how you know you have. Some keys if you haven't. Maybe something else too. I don't know. See, this is always like coming into the moment as like download type thing. Trying to explain that. So here's indicators. That's a good word. Indicators of how you know you have graduated from your last relationship. And bear with me, because these are not scripted or prepared. I don't have a cheat sheet somewhere or what you call it, cards, flashcards. This is purely from what comes through, or comes up, or around, that sort of thing. So first indicator that you graduated from your last relationship, that's the framing. That's pretty good. Is that you're truly at peace about the past relationship. However dramatic or relaxed or intimate or blaming or upsetting or whatever that relationship was before, if you're at peace with it, truly at peace, not numb, because there's a difference between being at peace and being numb, and I'll get to that one in a moment too. Good morning, good evening to you too. If you're really at peace, that's an indicator that you've graduated from a past relationship. Now, if you're numb, because that happens too, it may be because you've simply stuffed the feelings. And that's not a graduation indicator. I'm going to start accumulating those for another part of the conversation. So let me just give you some more indicators of knowing you have graduated from a past relationship. You've graduated from your past relationship if you've let go of any of the stuff from that relationship. Gifts, presents, items of clothing, toothbrushes, things that belong to your ex-partner. If you've let those go, and I don't mean burn them, although you can do that too, but meaning you've let them go so you're not attached to them, and you're not feeling any yearning to bring it back, because that's two ways of not doing it right. Doing it right is a arbitrary term, I know. Then you've graduated from that past relationship. If you are clinging to those things, I'm going to give you both sides, clinging to those things for desperate hope he might come back, if you're a woman, or she, if you're a man, it's likely that you haven't graduated. That's number two. Number three. And again, these are coming to me as they come to me. I don't have them in order or scripted anything like that. So these are just coming the way they are. So first is you're at peace, not numb. Second one is that you can let go of all those accessories. Hey, Donna. Long time no see. Nice to have you in my broadcast. I thought I saw you pop into my scrolling feed. Is that what they call it? What those kids call it? So that was 1 and 2. So number 3, and again, these are just going to come to me as they come to me, is that this is the big one, by the way. Well, it's one of the biggest ones. Another indicator you know you've graduated from your past relationship is if the next one you go into doesn't repeat the same experiences. Now, for some of you, are going to go, oh, that sort of thing. And the reality is for many people, and I did this myself, is that we get from one relationship and we move on, maybe several months, maybe a couple of years, maybe a few weeks at least, from the past one, move into a new relationship and exactly the same thing happens again. Or the same experience, or the same conversations, or the same feelings, negative feelings that is. That's an indicator you haven't graduated. I hope this is making sense. So that's 3. Number 4. Again, I'm letting these percolate, so if there's a small silence, that's just letting new ones pop into place. So that's number 4. So number 4 is, so you're at peace, you can let go, you're not repeating. Those are the big ones, by the way. If you've got those 3 figured out, you're doing well on your way to healthy relationships. So again, you're at peace, truly at peace, not numb. You're detached enough to let go of the stuff from the past relationship, not vainly hoping it's going to come back. And the third one is that you are not repeating everything again and again and again. So that's the first 3. Let's see what else we've got in. Let's see what else is in here, shall we? Number 4. You know you graduated from your past relationship, or an indicator, that you've graduated from your past relationship. They showed up, and I just tell them as they come out. Is you can cross paths with them without feeling anything negative. I'll say that one again. An indicator that you graduated from your past relationship is when you can cross paths with them, meaning you bump into them, you see them, you meet them at a party, you meet them with friends, or even more powerful, you see them with their new lover, and it doesn't faze you. You feel neutral about it. If you can do that one, truly be in that place of wholeness, that's a graduation gift. I've had that happen. Try to put my teeth in, right? I've had that happen with a couple of past relationships, and frankly, it was a gift. One of them was one of my favorite exes. I mean, the breakup was really messy, but when I saw her engaged and met her fiance, I was actually very happy for them. I was surprised by that, to be honest, but it was an indicator to me that I'd graduated. That's one of those graduation gifts. That's number 4. So number 4. Number 5. What's number 5 going to be? The indicator you graduated from your past relationship. There's another one. I'm glad they keep showing up. The number 5. Sorry, I love your content. Do you have any online courses? I do, actually. I'll get to that in a moment, but remind me if I don't get to it. Let me finish up the number 5 that just came up so I don't forget it. Number 5 is one of the indicators that you've graduated from your past relationship is you can look back at the relationship and see the value of it. Yes, see the value of it. For many people, you look at relationships in the past and you basically feel you've wasted a year, a decade of your life and nothing to gain for it. If you look back at your past relationship, excuse me, and can look at it for the value, that the lessons you've learned, the experiences you've had, things that are positive for you, that's an indicator you've graduated from a past relationship. That's a big one, by the way, another big one. These are not to be trifled with. These are not baby ones. These are seriously important ones. Yeah, that is one of the biggest ones. Because the second part of that is, if you do look back at your past relationship and see the value in it, it's going to put you in a place where you'll be carrying less regret and you'll be more whole because you'll be seeing the benefits. Because part of graduation, as you may have guessed when you're going through school, graduation is you've moved up to another level of understanding, of knowledge. Apply that to relationships and see if you can look at your past relationships as stepping stones of your own education and learning. If you can do that, it's a huge good sign indicating where you're going, especially if you're single now looking for a new relationship, that your new relationship is going to be better, different, higher level than your past relationships, which is wonderful. If you haven't had those indicators of graduation from past relationships, you're tending to be in a place where you can repeat what you did before. And if you didn't like what you did before, you're not going to like what's going to happen next. This is just logical. So I'm just seeing there's a 6th one. In a way, I'm explaining things, but also I'm just waiting for another one to drop in the hopper. because that's what they do for number 6 if it shows up. But those 5 alone are powerful reminders and lessons that if you take them on, if you take them in, if you see the value for yourself of what you've been through, the journey you've had, then you are opening up to the possibility of a much healthier future for your relationships, for yourself, and you also... Here's number 6. Hold, please. Number 6 is... they show up. Number 6, or the 6th indicator that you may have graduated from past relationships, is that you forgive yourself. And this is another big one. If you carry judgments against yourself, against your partner, if you feel regret, and feel upset like you want to be vindicated or something's wrong about your past relationship, you haven't graduated. And truthfully, it's going to hold you back. If you haven't done those things and moved forward and grown and healed, you will find yourself attracting similar future experiences to match your past ones again. You may be getting a theme here that if you don't graduate, you're going to go back and repeat. It's like not like a do-over, it's like repeating the class you did before because you didn't graduate. That's the same thing in relationships. If you don't learn the lessons and grow in the relationships, the past ones, your next ones won't likely be much different. Unless you do some deep work between the past relationship and the next one. If you do that, whether that's through your own self-evolution or work with somebody who can support you, which is a lot easier, by the way. If somebody else can reflect back to you and help you with what you're going through, it's much faster, much easier. That's why us coaches are very helpful to you people out there who would like support during this journey. If you can do that, your healing will happen faster, your wholeness is more present, and your baggage from the past is no longer being carried. It also gives you the opportunity to be free and clear to move into a new relationship with a new paradigm, a new framework, a new understanding. So it's a big piece. That was number 6. There was a piece I was dropping in before I went back into number 6. This is one of the challenges where they're not scripted and so they don't have a flow, but there's always like, I'm talking about this and they're going to go over here. I'm talking about this and they're going to go over there. You know, it's a spontaneous broadcast, what can I say? And by the way, if you haven't watched my broadcast before, this is how they roll, or how I roll. That's the right word. So a flashback to a friend of mine used to tell me to say that because she's very, very much in the hood and I'm not. So she'd have me say things that just sounded really crazy. So that was 6 of the indicators. Thank you. 6 of the indicators of how you know if you graduated from your past relationship. So I highly recommend if you're catching the broadcast late, please watch from the beginning. I'm not sure if I can remember all 6 so far, but they're in the broadcast. Let's see if there's number 7 is going to show up. We'll see, lucky 7. So, getting back to my point that I was in the middle of when number 6 showed up, there's a... Is that an indicator? Let's see what happens. Another indicator that I'm aware of... Well, see, actually, no, this is an indicator, yes, you've graduated from a past relationship. Yeah, number 7. Okay, number 7's here. Again, it dropped in the hopper so I can share it. Is if you have a clear vision of what you want to have in your next relationship, that has no... Let me say this another way. I'm trying to frame it in a positive way, so bear with me. If you're carrying stuff from old relationships, as I mentioned, it's going to get in the way of your next one. So if you can... An indicator you've grown is if you vision a new relationship that is like a complete clean slate. Complete tabula rasa, no hooks into the past and no pain from the past to get in the way of your choices. If you do a new vision of what you want in a relationship, that's an indicator you've graduated. Okay, that's number 7. That's a good set. That's 7 different keys that will be indicators to you. The question was asked earlier about, do I have any online courses? I do. I will actually message you over social media to get back to you that way. Rather than tell you over this broadcast. That way the broadcast stands clean, doesn't have any marketing in it. But that's good. That's 7. I'll keep you going. This again is like a PS to what I talked about yesterday. So if you didn't watch broadcast number 226, I invite you to go back and look at that. This is 227. And yes, this is my daily Facebook Live. 227 of them so far. And they keep coming. If you haven't watched a broadcast, please, I invite you to do so. You can find them if you want to watch them on my business page on Facebook, if you're here on Facebook watching. If you're on YouTube, they're on my YouTube channel, which is Barry Selby. Or you can go to my website and watch them on my video blog, which is one page with it all collected, which is a bit of a slow loading page, of course. But you'll find them on there from the newest to the oldest. And you can scroll through the titles and find the ones you like. That's barryselby.com, by the way. If you're looking for help and assistance in your relationships, go find me there. If you have any questions you want to ask about this topic, any of the 7 keys, or if you've got an 8th or 9th you know of, please put them below and I'll answer them when I sign off. And if you know anybody should watch this, anybody you know that go, oh, they should see this broadcast, I invite you to share it with them. This one came out of left field, as I mentioned at the beginning, but it's got some juice to it, so I hope it has some help for you. So thank you for watching. If you just joined me late, please go back and watch from the beginning once I finish, because you can do that then. And find out about the 7 keys to know you graduated from your past relationship. 7 indicators, that's the word, indicators, not principles. 7 indicators that you graduated from your past relationship. There may be another 5 or 6 that will download after I sign off. If so, I'll do another broadcast or I'll put them in below. But I hope you get value from this. As always, my broadcasts are intended to inspire, to uplift, and to ideally help you with your next steps in relationships. And for that, I hope you get value. For that, I'm grateful I can share this way. And as always, I invite you to take care of yourself. You deserve the best. And if you treat yourself that way, you can have the best. I'll see you again tomorrow. That'll be 228. And wish you a pleasant evening. Take care.